All right, welcome back to the show. We're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. We were talking with JB Cloud and talking about social media, specifically Facebook, and some of the things and some of the best practices that he's used. We found out that he's actually helps train uh, agents and the insurance agencies on how to use social media. So we're going to pick it up where we left off, and I hope you enjoy the show.
What you need to be consistent about it. There's some people that say it's hard. It's not hard. It's different. And, I go into another deal that I teach. Was learning how to walk hard? No. How about learning how to drive a car? It wasn't hard. It was different. Everything in life, if you look at it that way, is going to help you out if you look at it that way. I was studying for my financial licenses, and to some and a lot, it was hard. But I stopped and went, it's not hard, it's different. And if you look at it that way, it'll really help you a lot. Facebook is the same way. Twitter, I don't get much out of. LinkedIn, I'm still trying to figure out LinkedIn. Instagram is an untapped market. Holy wow. Well, if your target market is females and you're trying to sell or promote something and that's your customer, you need to be on Instagram. And you can easily get and tag where your Instagram post will post on Facebook or vice versa, right? I think Twitter as well, but I don't get anything out of Twitter.
I think Twitter is it's just it's a different crowd, it's a different message, but
Yeah.
Specifically, I mean, obviously the big dog is Facebook, right? I mean, that's where the majority of the people are. And you're right, definitely by demographics, by age,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get into that Instagram crowd and things of that nature. My kids are on Snapchat and whatever else. So I kind of get to keep up with all this stuff, right? It's
Now
kind
I'm
of
on
good.
Snapchat too, and every now and then I've got a post on there. You have to make yourself do that. A couple things I'll continue a little bit. Things keep popping in my head. I've got to say them or I'll forget. Things you can do. Obviously, when you get into the office, you and your staff, your salespeople, everybody in your office, even your customers, ask them to check in on Facebook at your location. That is huge. If you have a customer that is going to buy something, say, can I take a picture of you and post it on my social media page? You bet. They love that. They love seeing their pictures on somebody else's page. For example, I helped at a deer processing place. We like to hunt deer in West Texas. And I had the guy build a big sign with his logo. He had some stickers made. And I said, when people come bring their deer in, I want you to hold them up. I see these hunting shows where they're holding their deer up and they're taking a picture and they got the antlers up here. And then you're going to post it on your page. They're going to share it to their page because they want grandma and grandpa and their uncles and their hunting buddies so they can brag about it. People are using that as their profile picture now. It's got his logo in it. How genius is that? Something else you can do, make sure you and your staff on your main page, not on the so you've got your main feed on Facebook, but click on your name where it says job. Make sure that's visible and make sure that you put your title and where you work. And where you work is not like, say, if I work for Horace Mann Insurance, I don't need to put Horace Mann Insurance in there because that's going to go click on that and it's going to go to the Horace Mann National website. I want to put my page on there, which I need to get with you and work on something with that because I changed Facebook pages and my new agent page is not showing up on there, but I'll work on that. But your staff needs to put that on there as well. And that's just going to help you because guess what? When they do that, boom, it posts on their timeline that they added that. How cool is that? And that's a direct link to your Facebook page.
That's a no-brainer. I mean, I think you and I have talked about a lot of these strategies in the past, and these are just very, very simple strategies. So what do you say to somebody who says, I just don't have time? Because I think that, in my opinion, that's an excuse, right? You kind of talked about it a
It's
little
like working out. Look at me. I'm 6'4" and way none of your business. I don't have time, but I really do. If you think about it, how many times you're sitting on your butt Candy Crushing or playing the Golf Quest or just scrolling through Facebook? Yeah, you got time to go to the gym. You've got time to Facebook, especially, with Pages Manager. You can do a post and schedule it when you're asleep. Sometimes, some of these programs and companies you talked about that'll post for you or assist you with pre-filled stuff that you can choose from will have suggested times. And I buy into some of that, but then again, I don't. because I know what are people doing when the first thing they do when they wake up in the morning? They're going to use the bathroom, brush their teeth, take a shower. But what are they doing when they're using the bathroom now? They're on their phones. So I think a great suggested time is anywhere between 6 and 7 a.m. in the morning to post your message on there. They're going to see it while they're doing some personal time. That's just my personal feeling, especially, we deal with teachers. So, but use those suggested times for other things.
So,
As far as what I tell people that don't have time, you got time. If you don't want to do it, if it's well stuff to you, find somebody that can do it. Don't be a control freak. Go to your business page and add somebody in your office as a content creator or an admin. And you can, we're used to telling people, hey, will you do this for me? And here's a task. Well, guess what? We use Facebook Messenger in my office for stuff. Hey, I got to go to lunch. Hey, so-and-so's online too. Hey, can you check on this for me? But my staff person can also post on my business Facebook page. If I'll send her some pictures on Facebook, if I'm out and about, I'm taking a picture. Hey, will you post this on the page and say, this is Mrs. Johnson, and we just signed up a new customer. Make sure they have that ability to do that as well. Don't be a control freak. And perfect example, I just met with some folks. I had lunch with them yesterday when you tried to call me. And the son kind of runs the place, but he's a control freak. And he has not let anybody have access to the deal, but there's stuff he literally doesn't have time to do. And they hired somebody, kind of a manager, because they have bands there as well. And she needs to have access to that so she can promote all these contests, these bands, these events coming up. And I told him, I said, look, dude, advice is like antibiotics. I'm going to give you advice, but if you don't use it, it's not going to work. If you don't take antibiotics, it doesn't work. In one of my classes, I only have one class. In the class I teach, I bring up a couple questions like, JB, I tried Facebook once and it didn't work for me. Okay, well, if you take one antibiotic when you have, an infection, is it going to work for you? No, it's not. Well, I post once a week, okay, and it doesn't work. Okay, you're wanting to get into shape and lose weight and build some muscle and be able to flex your pecs. Okay, I go to the gym 30 minutes once a week. Is that going to get me to where I need to be? No, it's not. You need to be consistent. Let's go back to the Band-Aid and the Q-tip and the Kleenex. They didn't get that brand by running one commercial a week. They didn't do it. I see so many businesses that'll post once or twice a month. You are so losing out. It's a free deal. People are spending, and here's my complaint with this, JD. People are spending money on stupid stuff like classified ads, running an ad in there, which I totally disagree. They're letting these TV stations and radio stations, and I've worked, and I still work at a radio station, come in and sell them these packages on stuff that doesn't work because they only do it 2 or 3 times a year. But they're paying money for this stuff. The sheriff's department sells these calendars. I'm giving money to be on a T-shirt with 50 other people. That stuff doesn't work. Doesn't work. Now, if you were going to do that and buy the little band plaque and whatever, here's a little trick you can do. Take a picture of it, post it on your social media. We support this band, and look what we just did. And if you're going to do that, buy a raffle ticket to support a cause or donate money to a cause. Tell them you did it, because you're not getting any other benefit out of it. It's just a tax write-off at that point unless you post about it. So, folks, social media is free, and you need to focus on that. And if you do it right, get with somebody like JD, you have been an amazing advocate and asset for me and my business. You have just done, I get approached by people all the time. I get calls every day from people in SEO companies, and I actually had to hire an attorney to get rid of one. And I won't mention their name, but it rhymes with E. Gumball. And but you and your company have just been hands down amazing as far as what you've done for me. The ease of use. Reviews are huge. And that's one thing I learned from you. People will give you a review. You just got to ask for it. And you make it so much easier to reach out to folks via email or text message. And so thank you for that. But
Oh, you're more
folks,
than welcome.
I'm telling you, it's free. Quit spending your money on all this worthless crap that, you got to understand these TV people and radio people come in acting like your buddy, but they're only your buddy because they want your money.
They're in that wallet. They're in the
All the
wallet.
stuff I gave you guys, I charge people for doing these talks and teaching basic stuff. And it's 101. And if you want to get a hold of me personally, yeah, I love helping folks and seeing results. I get pride out of going, wow, I help them be able to pay off, get out of debt on their business and actually get busy where they had to hire more staff or expand. It really makes you feel good in your heart.
So we'll do this for sure. We'll definitely in the link below and the link above. So Facebook is up, YouTube is down. We'll definitely get your information out there for anybody that would love to call you. I know your expertise
One of
in,
the little crawls that go across the screen like this.
yeah, a little call out. We'll call it a call out.
Okay,
But
that's,
an annotation, a call out, isn't that the right term for it?
I don't care.
But we'll
Call it Bob. I don't know what they're called.
well, I think JB, you're awesome, and I love from a social media standpoint what you do with making it personal. I think you always have a character involved. I think that's awesome.
Well,
Um,
you mentioned characters. I got to tell people, look me up. Google JB Cloud. It pulls up anywhere between 14 and 20 million because I've done radio in the past and it really helped me. And the reviews. But another thing I did as a joke, I took my bit strip through Facebook, and because they wanted me to have my picture on a business card. I didn't want my picture on a business card. So I just put the little cartoon bit strip guy, JB, I call it Baby JB, on there. And it actually stuck. People saw it and it was different. And I'm a cartoon character anyway. I'm so animated that it kind of fit. So much so that it's on my profile picture, on my business page, it's on my header. I Photoshop them everywhere. I've got a big sign on the top of the deal in my office. I put him on there. And it's just funny. Why? Because it's different. Nobody else is doing it.
I love it. I love it.
Hold on a second. I'm going to show you something. I had this made. Look at there. There's baby JB right there.
Baby JB.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So I had this put on a little nameplate. Let's see if you can see him. I don't know if it'll.
Yeah, he's on it. We got him.
Yeah. So I use him. It's kind of become my shtick now, my branding tool. You just have to find what works for you and stick with it.
So the top 5 things. Obviously, number 1, post every day. Right.
Oh gosh, if you can, post multiple times a day. And if you run out of things, think about what you would post on social media. I had lunch with a client, so-and-so's birthday, Elf on the Shelf, holidays, news, celebrity deaths. The possibilities are endless. I just sold a bed to a customer, or whatever product you're selling. I've got a new customer. Check this out. And you look busy too. People like to do business with people who are busy as opposed to people who are struggling.
Rule number 2.
Share to
your Facebook page, or share your personal.
Your Facebook page. Definitely. I would share to your personal page. Have your staff share it. Have your wife or spouse or girlfriend, both of them, I don't care, share it to their pages. And then I have what we call fans. So you've got those people that are big supporters. Maybe you sell cars, or maybe family members. Share it to their page, because you're just getting more reach. And
Sure.
and it's all organic. You're not paying for anything. And then, I would say you have to create something like a fad. Like, it's not a fad, it's just the thing to do. You have to build the excitement. Coming from radio and I worked in bars before I got into radio, and I've been taking marketing classes since I was in high school. Psychology and marketing, they go hand in hand. You really got to get into their brains because people are like sheep. They're going to go where you tell them to go.
JB, I could not thank you enough for coming on and just chatting with us and sharing this wonderful knowledge that you have. And we couldn't be more thankful.
Man, if I can help in any way, let me know. You can do it. Remember, it's not hard. It's different. If you can't do it, find somebody that can help you, and definitely get with JD, Bizinga, and feedback to reviews. And they'll help you even more.
Well, thanks again, JB. And if we'll definitely put your links in the bottom. If anybody wants to rap at you about some social media, that'd be great.
Man, that sounds like a deal. Thank you and Merry Christmas.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. So hopefully we got a lot out of talking with JB and the abilities and just some good best practices to make things work and how to utilize social media and to make things happen. Just remember some of those points that he said. Hopefully you took some of those away. Always posting. Consistency was a big word I heard. Sharing to your personal page, having people check in. It's all about reach. And as we go along and we talk more and more, we're definitely going to talk more about reach. But it's a really, really big piece of the social media world is what we call reach. Have a great day. Hope you got some good things out of this. Reach out to JB. We'll put his links and stuff in the top and the bottom, depending if you're on YouTube or Facebook.